Welcome back to Cuckoo Goose! Cuckoo!
Where we fight a cuckoo.
Clock!
Cuckoo o'clock.
Clock.
Like a chicken.
Cluck. Cluck.
Like a
Cluck.
chicken.
Oh
Lightning!
yeah, I can't wait for doodle-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, can't wait for I lose.
I can't wait to float around at the speed of sound.
Damn you, I was about to say that.
I can't wait to float around at the speed of fucking slow as shit, because that's what this stage's pacing is.
Floating around at the speed of lightning. Except not.
Yeah, not at all. That said, this is a really cool and interesting stage, as are all of these, like, shield challenge stages. I really like them.
And of course the no more gun.
Oh god!
What's... oh. Was that like a mini gun?
Yes!
Nice.
I love how you're like, no more gun, and then it immediately shows up. You fucking jinx.
That was
God
all
damn.
my fault.
Yes, it was all your fault.
Also, we started this recording way too early. I was gonna look up some Jack 2 voice.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yes, I
Sucks,
was.
bro.
So now I'm gonna have to wait again for like a million challenge gates.
Just fucking look it up and listen to it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, he totally
Bring that
sounds terrible.
Yes, I'm gonna bring that up right now.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I don't mind it.
What other?
I can keep
what
talking.
Other games? Great. Now I want to talk about like childhood games that we played that were amazing. I'm gonna bring one up right now. Mega Man 2. Enough said. Fucking,
Mega Man
yeah.
Battle Network?
Never played it. Wait, is that like the Mega Man RPG? I've seen stuff
Kind
about
of.
it, but
Battle Network, specifically, I played Battle Network 3 Blue as a kid, but then lately, like more recently, I went back and played through the entire series. It's a series of Game Boy Advance games that are kind of RPG-esque. I wouldn't say they're really much of an RPG, but there is a little bit of RPG system in them, for sure. However, basically what it is it's like you've got the grid, the colored grid, that you move around on.
yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. I thought it was an RPG because it kind of looks RPG-like.
It's got some RPG elements, but I wouldn't say it's enough to classify it as an RPG. Like, there's not really skills, there's just different chips you can use, and it's not really, like, you can't level up or anything like that, so...
Well, I've never played it, so it figured I would call it an RPG, not knowing.
But, that said, story-wise, it is very much an RPG. It's got a really in-depth and really good story. Oh my god, dude. Like, if you want a Mega Man game with an actually good story, go play the Battle Network series. They are fucking great.
Awesome.
They're really good. And they're also, like, extremely fun to play. I'm not gonna lie, I've sunk way too many hours into that series over my years. And the cool thing about them is, in classic Mega Man fashion, they're all, like, really good. You know, there's always this trend of sequels are always worse than the original. I would actually say the worst game in that series is the first one. The second worst is the second one. And the third worst is probably the sixth one, actually. The sixth one was kind of garbage.
It is Sid. That's his name, Sid.
Yeah, Sid. I thought so. Like, when you said the name, it brought back a little bit of memories there.
Kenny, I just think you're a crazy person. Because I can clearly tell it's the same voice actor, and he's not doing his voice any differently than in Jack 3. I mean, it's kind of different from 1, but no different than Jack 3.
Okay, but listen to, like, the first cutscene of Jack 2. Like, the one where the like, revolution leader is talking to him and giving him orders, and he's like, I don't take orders from you.
Well, I'm watching the beginning cutscene. That's what I assumed you were referencing.
Oh. Well, I don't think it's, like... I don't think it's as prevalent in the beginning cutscene, actually.
Well,
I'm not sure.
But you said you started up the game and heard that immediately and turned it off. Well, so I assumed...
Quickly. Not immediately.
Okay.
That's my bad. It's I played through, like, the first little bit, like, probably the first half an hour of the game, I would say, before getting to the part where I was just like, nope, I give up.
Oh, yeah! What am I thinking? Of course Jack didn't have the same voice actor in 1. He didn't have a voice actor in 1.
Damn straight.
I totally forgot about that.
That's also why Jak and Daxter Original was my favorite of the series, is because it wasn't too intense on the story. Like, it practically didn't even have one, but it still had a story at the same time.
I love story. That's probably why I like 2 so much.
Well, like, it had a story, but it was enough of a story that it could stand on its own without sequels, or like a, this is how the trilogy ends, or anything like that.
Well,
and then at the same time, it was just a really orthodox collectathon platformer with good controls and fun level design. And it was enough that it was like, I enjoyed the hell out of that game.
See, I think the same thing of 2 and 3, only with guns, which don't really change the gameplay that much.
They do, though.
They don't, though. All it means is that you can dispatch enemies differently. And dispatching enemies... Well, dispatching enemies in the first one is just as simple as shooting them with guns. All you gotta do is hit them or use your power on them.
Well, yeah, but speaking of powers, that's another huge issue I have with 2 and 3. What the fuck, guys? The most interesting and cool thing that game had going for it was the eco powers, and then they removed all of them in the sequels.
Well, not all of them. They just traded it for a different eco power system.
What do you mean?
Well, now it's an unlockable system where you just use one form to use these multiple powers. Like the Dark Form. You use Dark Form, and Dark Form has multiple powers that it can use. They're all practically the same, but it's just a more simple version. And I do admit, that is something I miss, but I don't think that ruins an entire game for me.
What do you mean? They don't have eco powers in the... What?
Second and third? No, it has dark matter and light matter, which...
Well, yeah, you have your, like, alternate forms, and those have special attacks, but that is not the same as the eco powers.
It's not the same, you're right, but it's similar.
No. Like, I really don't think so. I really think that the eco powers in Jak 1 were just... They were really what made that game stand out. Because, I mean, aside from that, it was just a really solid game with good, like... It was a good, solid game, but I wouldn't say it was, like, amazing or anything. And then those eco powers got introduced, and I was like, what the hell, this is the best game ever.
Well, I like the additions of guns, therefore adding more play style and less about just get your power and use it in this level. And, yeah.
I guess.
Plus powers, they feel so... Like, they're super important, but they're only important for that certain amount of time that you can keep it. So it kind of feels like you're just constantly trying to go and find it, instead of just having your own free will to use it.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about 2 and 3. 2 and 3, they're just like, here's a dark here's a dark form, use your powers in the level whenever you want, however you want.
What the heck? I, like, couldn't stop moving there. But also, another thing that I think really contributes to why I like the first game so much more is because they loot...
They loot?
I'm screwing up bad on this stage. No, they removed a lot of the, like, collectathon aspects of the original. It was a lot more focused on just do the story, do the missions, get done, and then there are these optional orbs that you can collect that give you cheat codes, which I never liked cheat codes, so I was like, there's nothing in it for me to collect these. Why would I do this?
But I mean, a collectathon is literally meant for collecting, so that's why I used them just for collecting instead of, oh, I don't get anything out of this, therefore it's useless. I mean, a collectathon's a collectathon, in my opinion.
Well, but the whole point is, in the original game, you collect precursor orbs, and then you can use those to actually buy stuff. You collect the energy cells so that you can unlock doors and progress the story. Like, all of the collectibles have a purpose in that game. It's not just collecting for the sake of collecting shit. And that's what I really liked about it. And then in the second game, it's like, oh yeah, you can collect this if you want, but it's not really going to benefit you unless you want cheats.
Or if you just want to feel... Or if you just want bragging rights.
Yeah.
Or if you want to feel good as a gamer that you've done something to contribute to
Which,
the game.
all of that was like stuff that I didn't give a fuck about as a kid.
Eh.
So...
I
never collected. I never 100%ed the second or third games, but the first game?
I did.
Yeah.
I 100%ed all of them, I mean, to my ability as a kid, but, I mean, I had that feeling very early on of this, I can do this just for the sake of doing this, which... I mean, growing up, most of the games back then, if you think about it, they had that going for them. It's just do this for the sake of doing this instead of awarding you, which nowadays is kind of just like, do this and you get a level and you have to level up and level up has to mean something and blah, like, you know.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I know that the mentality back then was different, so therefore I was.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yes. I'm gonna just say this right now. I completely, perfectly, 100%ed the original Jak and Daxter as a kid. And I am really proud of that, because that's not hard to do when you're like fucking 8 years old and you don't know shit about video games.
Welcome to Debating Copilot.
Yep.
Having a good time talking about video games.
Yep. But what the camera? Really? That was lame. It
oh
like
my gosh,
spun around and forced me into it.
This is so much different than the original level layout. Now you've got like flames and spikes and...
Yeah.
Actually, the Gundams were always there. Gundams. Yeah, I've made that joke before.
Oh, have you?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay.
Because the fact of gun and dumb and...
Yep. Confirmed. Gun is dumb. What? How did I stop? What is this glitchy? Like, this game is glitching a lot right now. Either way, I got through the stage. That one's kind of annoying because it's like a one-ring challenge, except you can, like, use Cream to be like, here, give me another.
I want to find that moment.
Oh, Dash Ring 1, 2, 3. This is a really cool stage. I really like the way they did this one. So the goal of this challenge is to pass through every single dash. You have to pass through every single dash ring in the stage in order to succeed.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and so like when you do it, it sends you through this pathway, and it's just this really cool idea.
I was gonna say one fuck up and you're done. And I mean, you can go back to it. Yeah, you probably can. Never mind. What am I thinking?
Yeah, like overall.
Okay, I just heard him say it. I think you're just overreacting.
Okay.
See, unlike in Jak 1, I really like Jak's personality. I feel like, because you know how in Jak 1, Daxter would talk for him, and Jak would be like, hey, that's not what I meant to say. And now it's gotten to the point where Jak's starting to think like Daxter, because he's had Daxter talk for him for so long. I love that I don't even know what to call it.
But
that thing.
Camera.
I feel like
Daxter didn't ever talk for him.
He would always, like, he would totally say stuff that'd be like, well, this is the way, and then Jak would be like, that's not, but you would see it on his face, like, he'd give him a no face, but he can't say no, and Daxter wouldn't care, because he'd just, like, walk away, usually. Because back when,
you know what?
Back when he didn't
I'm not actually going to dispute that.
Back when he didn't have to be on Jak's, shoulder 24/7. Also, I miss that Daxter. I'm not gonna lie.
The one where Daxter, fucking, he just like sits there and break dances every time you collect an energy cell.
No, I miss Daxter before he was a little babby ferret.
Are you kidding me? No. I'm
What?
sorry. Daxter, before he got transformed, looks stupid as hell. Like, I actually hate that look for him.
That is why it's so perfect, because, like, you totally think that's what he'd look like as a real.
I guess, but I also really hate the way he looks.
Eh.
Like, I when I was starting it up again, I was like, man, I forgot that Daxter is actually, like, normal at the start of this game, and he looks stupid.
See, I like characters that, are very silly and borderline stupid, that look stupid, because, I mean, Usopp from One Piece. Enough said.
Oh, well, no, I don't mean he looks stupid, like, in a he looks silly and therefore stupid way. I mean he looks literally just bad.
Designed bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, it's very clear when you look at his model for 5 seconds that he was not designed with the intention of that being his final form in the game.
Okay.
So, like, it's
Alright,
very clear very early on that either something's gonna happen to him or bad game designers. And since not bad game designers, something's gonna happen to him.
Well, see, that's another thing I don't remember as a kid, so I had... No, see, okay, it's exactly how I remember. I remember him looking really good. I don't care what you say. He looks good.
I think he just looks like a clone of Jack, except with weird hair and smaller.
Implying that they look the same when they are the same...
He looks like... I don't mean physical body features. I mean fucking... His outfit is, like, exactly the same. Practically.
They both live in the same world. They have the same clothes. Okay, so Kenny, you and me, we're the same character now because we both wear the same clothes. Shirts, pants. I'm just giving you shit, but I know. I think that's cool. I think that's fine. And what bothers me might not bother you, and what doesn't bother me, you know.
Yeah.
It's all good in the neighborhood.
It is
anyway,
all good
now that I'm done listening to voice, I can talk.
Yep.
Did you have to restart this?
No, this is a completely different stage.
Oh, okay.
I finished that one and have moved on since.
It's a completely different stage of the same stage.
Yeah, it's a completely different challenge kit is what I mean, but, you know.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Yeah, so you guys can tell I'm super professional, just like disappearing during recording.
But you weren't disappearing.
Yeah,
I was hanging out and having a good time. You just weren't paying attention to the video.
I was here the whole time.
No, I mean, like, yeah, you weren't paying attention to the frickin' video feed of me playing the game, but dude.
Well, I mean, the reason why I say I'm not here is because this is actually a recording ended. Did my recording cut out? Oh, you guys weren't supposed to hear that? I was supposed to stop the recording before it said that?
You actually were... Taco.
No, that was a recording of me. I mean, it wasn't.
I was gonna do a joke there. I was gonna be like, I'm sorry, I've been fooling you all. It was it was a fake the whole time. I recorded this conversation hours ago. I was gonna do like this whole thing, and then you started talking again. I'm like, damn it! Now I can't do the joke. You bastard.
Well, because I was busy doing the joke first.
Yep.
Because I was busy floating around at the speed of sound. Got one place to go, gotta follow my dick.
I was busy loading screen at the speed of sound.
Loading screen. Wait, so we're playing Sonic 06 now?
I just definitely heard him say loading around at the speed of sound, too.
Loading around at the speed of... Wait, he's taking...
Loading around at the speed of sound.
That sounds like a Sonic dump. He's loading around at the speed of sound.
Oh my god, I'm doing terrible at those. Wow.
Yeah, you totally missed that bar.
Mm-hmm.
Could have gone in there and taken a drink.
I could have freaking made that jump and made it so much better because of that.
Also, just punching trains. Just like I'm a train and fuck you.
Yep. Oh hey, look, it's other Sonic.
I also love that you can actually do that in LA Noire. Like, you know those rail cars from back then? If you just like drive at it full speed, you'll just knock it off while people are in there. And
Oh,
if you
cool.
like, if you make it upside down, like you're able to turn it over, people can gravity. And by
People
gravity,
can
I
gravity.
mean don't gravity.
Oh, okay.
They'll
I'll
just
be
stay
sure
in
to
their
refrain.
seats. Oh hey, LA Noire, now that I referenced that, I don't want to play that game.
I don't want to play that game.
No,
Okay, definitely thought you were going in a different direction with that one, but
No, I've actually played that game so many times that I don't want to play it. Because I beat it my first time and I'm like, yeah, this is the type of game that you have to play multiple times to really get a good feel and really, like, know the story. So I played it again. And then a buddy of mine was like, dude, you should totally play that game for me because, I mean, I don't want to buy it because I'm stupid, but I want to watch you play it. And I'm like, that's cool. And then I get to the part in the game where it's kind of tedious and the story's really, like, I don't want to do this again because it's sad slash depressing slash nah. And so I, like, didn't play it all the way through. And then Corey borrowed it from me, and he's like, I'm gonna play it, and I'm like, cool. And then I was over at his house, and I didn't have anything to play, so I played it some more, and now I'm just burnt out on that game forever.
that sucks.
Because, I mean, that game is only good for maybe 2 playthroughs, and then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was gonna play through it for the longest time. Like, I had every intention of playing through LA Noire and buying it because I actually got a coupon, like, forever ago now. I got a 50% off any Rockstar game coupon
Oh,
on
nice.
Steam. And so I'm like, fucking sweet. I'll pick up LA Noire because it's the only game that I really give a shit about from Rockstar.
It's worth it.
It is, I know. And so I was like, I'll pick it up. And then I look at it and it's like, fucking still full price, $50. And I'm like, nope. Even at $25, I can't afford
That's-
to buy this game right now. Like,
That's also funny, because I've seen it go on sale, like, a million times for, like, $5.
yeah. The worst part is, I was like, okay, well, I still really want to buy the game. So I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale and then use my coupon while it's on sale to get it for, like, super
And then
cheap.
you can't, because Steam. God, I hate that.
I'm not even sure if you can or not, because it never once went on sale before that coupon expired.
You actually can't use coupons when something's on sale.
That sucks.
I tried that with Broken Age. Broken Age went on sale 50% off. And I'm like, cool, I can use my 25% off coupon, and I can actually get Broken Age for a really good price. And I'm super hyped because it's really, really new. And then I'm like, yeah, no, use coupon. Why is it grayed out? Why is it grayed out? And
That
so
sucks.
I go to my inventory page, and I go to the coupon. It's like, cannot use this while another, and I'm like, damn it.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay,
That sucks.
anyway, we're done
We
with the
move on.
challenges. We're done with the challenges in that level.
Oh,
think.
okay. So I guess this is the end of the episode.
This is the end of the episode. This is the end
Okay.
of the. This is the end of the.